I'm coming to terms with what I look like. It's weird how glasses change your look, though, right? Like, 'cause with my glasses on, I look like someone who'd be really good at fixing computers. But with them off, I look like someone who'd be pretty good at fixing computers. I have a daughter. She's a toddler, and I love her. I love her like I love LA, because she's unconquerable and she's difficult to navigate. And, she doesn't give a shit about my dreams. My daughter, she's so emotionally advanced, right? Like we were driving in the car, and she's like, "Dad, are you sad?" And I was like, I don't feel sad. Why? And she's like, "You just started comedy so late." Having a kid really changes your relationship with your own parents. Like, you can have the healthiest boundaries in the world, but they'll be like, we know you moved across the country, and we really appreciate the phone calls and the FaceTime, but now that the baby's here, we decided that we're going to move into your cupboard. Right behind the popcorn maker. Who won't even know. It's also like having a daughter. You realize like just how sexist people are. Like they sexualize your kid right from the start. Like I had a buddy come over who had a little son, and our kids held hands, and he's like, and this is true, and he's like, "Good job, son. You gonna get lucky tonight?" I know. And I was like, your son just walks around going, train, 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 train. What does he have to offer to my daughter? He doesn't even have a job. He can't satisfy her emotional needs. I can't satisfy her emotional needs. My daughter's obsessed with Frozen. Yeah, it's a great movie. I love it. I cry every single time I see that movie. Well, let me break it down. So like there's two sisters, and one of them has magical ice powers, but has this kind of traumatic childhood and is afraid of her emotions, and she can't express them until she moves out away from where she grew up and discovers comedy and can express herself. That's where I need like a glitter pack right there, right? Like pyrotechnics, I don't know. My wife and I are having a hard time in the bedroom right now. Mostly because after the baby, sex has been really painful for her, and also the way my body is, and like the way that I use it. And I'm pretty satisfied with my anatomy. Like they say, it's not about your size, it's about your technique, which is true because like my big dick does not make up for my lack of ability. At all. Like the other night, we were trying to have sex, and I was like, "Does that feel good?" In my mind, but what came out was like, "Does that feel good? Are you enjoying this? Why are you crying?" I told my friend about this, and she gave me a Tony Robbins video to look at, which was actually really inspiring. But I kind of feel weird about getting relationship advice from someone wearing a wireless headset. It's like mid-career Britney Spears or the 1-800 dentist lady. I don't trust anyone who has both of their hands free. Silly joke. Does anybody feel like you were born in the wrong era? Yeah, me too. Like, I feel like I was born 4 years too early. Because I've heard all these single people talk about, you know, their dating lives, and I have missed out on a lot of butt stuff. It's like every single comic. Really missed out. Don't get it. I didn't always used to do comedy. About mid-career, in the middle of my acting career, I sold a business to Twitter and made a bunch of money, which I'm still kind of dealing with. A lot of emotional issues about that. I don't feel like I deserve it, but it wasn't like it's enough so that I could pursue my dream of bombing at open mics. But like not enough to be eccentric, you know? Like not enough to hunt men for sport. That's when you know you've made it, right? I did fulfill a childhood dream of mine of buying a Ferrari because I've always been into cars, and I had this idea that I would be like so cool and like driving down Sunset Boulevard with my convertible off, so smooth, and like all these beautiful women like looking like, wow. Do you think he'll fix our computers? I did get a bunch of thumbs up from middle school boys. I had to get rid of it though, because like I was always worried that I was gonna get pulled over, you know, and the cop was gonna be like, "Sir, are you aware that that vehicle does not accurately represent your identity?" Step out of the car and step into this used Prius. Man, I used to be cool. I was almost cool. I was almost cool before I was a dad. Like I had the right friends, and I went to the right parties, and I did the right drugs. And like the other day, I was with my daughter in a music class, and I had like a scarf in my hand. And we're all singing, "The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round, the wheels on the bus." And I thought, I don't think I'm as edgy as I used to be. My name's McClain.